continue the chapter Rhine and Rivers. Like as we discussed Rhine and River chapter part 1 in the previous chapter, like what types of the different kinds of the landforms existing on the surface of this earth, and in this part, in this chapter, we shall see completely the flow of rivers, transformation of stream into a broad rivers, and before and after the cyclones, what precautions we have to take. If suppose floods occur in your village, what type of precautions you have to take. So those things we study in this chapter. So let us see Rhine and Rivers is the chapter which we started in the previous class, and the part 2 of this chapter give us the information about the rivers. You may have seen the several types of the rivers, like the rivers in Telangana, Godavari, Krishna, or the rivers which you can see. The rivers, the small streams, various types of the small streams after the falling of the rains which can join into a river is known as a tributary. The tributary is like suppose we have the river Godavari. The tributary of the Godavari is Pranahita, Manjira. These are the tributaries of the Godavari. Like tributaries are also one of the smaller rivers only, not the bigger than the like Godavari and Krishna, but they are also rivers only. Tributary is also one of the source here to supply the water, to irrigate the farmers, to facilitate the farmers. Those things we study in this chapter. So we can see here the different types of the activities with the titles of flow of rivers. Flow of rivers, which means here the different types of the aspects which we can see. The flow of rivers, how we can find the different types of the streams under the ground, even on the after falling the rains on the surface of the earth, where the water passes through the drainages and joins into a tank. From the tanks it joins into a canal, and it goes into a streams, and finally it joins into the river, like river Ganga, river Manjira, river Pranahita. So where they are the tributaries of the river Godavari, so like that they joins into the different types of the streams. So here what happens to the water that falls on the earth? Some of the water gets percolates. Suppose here see example on this surface, here rain is falling. It was raining here. It was raining. Meanwhile, what happens here? The water which is falling on the land, some part of the water gets percolations, which means which gets bit pressure here, which water gets sink here, and that happens to get into the surface of the inner part of the earth. The remaining water goes float into through the drainages, and that goes and joins into the tanks. From tanks it goes and joins into the rivers. So like that the cyclic system will happen here. What happens to the water that fall on the earth? Some of it percolates into the soil, some flows on the surface of the land, and the rest becomes the water vapor and the mixes with the air. You will read about the water that percolates down into the soil in the next chapter. In this part we will discuss the water which flow on the surface of the land. The water which flow on the surface of the land with the different categories. Flow of the rivers. You have seen rainwater flowing in the small streams on the sloping land. Water flow in small streams from the mountains, slopes during the rainy season. However, these streams dry up after some time. Obviously, after some time they get dry also. Nevertheless, water also cuts like canals On the mountains, which we can see the canals which can be seen near the mountains, the water goes continuously floating and that gets into the rivers, like the some part of the water gets percolations and some part of the water will go flow. Transfer, like let us see here the flow of rivers which we can see after the falling the rains, that gets the drainage water from the in a village, which we can see when the rains comes, when heavy rain falls in your village, what do you notice at that time in your village? The drainages will fill, the water will run into the out of the village tank, and from the tank the water goes and joins into the rivers, canals and rivers, and like this the way the dams, canals, rivers will fill here. Transformation of a stream into a broad rivers, transformation of water, how can that happen, sir? At this source, a river usually starts in the form of a thin stream. As it flows further, it gets the bigger and broader, and this happens because the many small streams joins as the stream flows, smaller rivers on streams which join a large rivers are called tributaries. See the water which is going and joining through the drainages into the village tank, from the village tank it is going and joining into the dams, from the dams it is going and joining into a stream, that is called here tributary. What is called a tributary? Note down this question and prepare answer there only while you writing paper. What is called a tributary? That the water from various places, how it is joining and entering into the streams or is called tributaries. As the river becomes bigger and the broader, its flow gets slower. It starts depositing the silt and sand. It has the carried on its bed and banks. This causes the formation of the plains, which means you can see, you can notice at that time when the water falls in a continuation, when water is falling, at that time during the water flow we can find there in the, you take your hand where the water is running continuously, the water is after the fall of the water, when the water is running in a stream, at that time what we can notice there? Different types of the soils, sand will deposited in that flow of water, isn't it? Yes. We can find different types of the particles in that water where the water is flow, where we can find the water flow in a continuation. So that process we can see here. As it nears the sea, the speed of water in the river decreases and it is no longer able to carry the silt and sand. It deposits them on its own course, which then gets filled up when flood water comes again. They have to cut through new canals to reach the sea. Thus, towards the end of its journey to the sea, a river forms a delta river, like rivers which are originating in Maharashtra, river Krishna and river Godavari. Like that we can see here rivers Krishna and Godavari form deltas in the eastern coast. They have the water throughout the year. However, we also have a number of small rivers that have water only during the rainy season. Because why is this? So the question mark was given in the page number 15, because of the situation was completely tense. When the heavy rains comes continuously, at that time the canals through the several rivers, the water can join into the seas. At that time it cannot get the possibilities to stop the evaporated complete water where we can find. Rivers like Krishna and Godavari starts from the western Ghats, which receives the heavy rainfall. The western part of the Telangana will receive the heavy rainfall, which receives heavy rainfall. The rain water slowly percolates into the ground and flow into the river all through the year. On the other hand, many rivers which starts from the dry regions like Dindi, Manjira, Musi. These are the tributaries of the river Godavari, are the fed by the scanty rainfall. Others which starts in the eastern Ghats receive only moderate rainfall and the water flows rapidly into the seas. When it happens at that time, we can see the two rivers which are originated in the Maharashtra. River Godavari, which is also originated in Maharashtra. River Krishna also originated in Maharashtra. River Godavari originates at Nasika in Trayambakam. Nasika at Trayambakam, River Godavari also, which is originating in the western part of the Telangana and India. Western part of the India's peninsular part covers completely by the River Godavari and River Krishna. So these are the based on that completely on the during the season of rain only we can find out the situations. The transformation of the streams into a broad rivers. So what is the next condition of the flood plains and floods? Flood plains and floods, we can the flood plains, which means where does the flood which places mostly affect with the flood plains. The flood plains, which means Telangana is one of the India is one of the state which is mostly covered by the coastal regions only. Telangana is, suppose in a map of India, you can see these parts completely Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, these are the states which are located near to the Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea, and these all the states are known as coastal states. So these are the coastal states has an effect during the rainy seasons, during the monsoons. Here these are the states effects with the floods and flood plains and floods, which means like there are the chances like before 2 years we noticed that Kerala is one of the state which was affected with floods, because Kerala also one of the coastal state. Two complete indications which we can compare here, the Arabian Sea and here only Goa. Here Arabian Sea, here only state of Kerala. These are the situations we can notice to affect the floods, plains and the flood plains. How can they occur? Because the states which are located near the coastal areas, near the coastal plain, which means near the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, these are the areas will affect with floods. That obviously we can see during the cyclones and not only the coastal plains but also the other areas which are located, which villages are located near the hilly regions in a downslope. That regions also there are the chances to occur the highly affect with the floods. Example, there are the mountains and the highlands, and in the down portion there was a village, which means during the rainy season this region can affect with the, there are the chances to this region can affect with the floods. There is no way to remove the water, the silt water of the rainfall. There is no way to procure and to remove the water, because the firstly this village will get depleted and such situation can cause here to affect with the rainfall. Because there are the several things we can find. Floods have become a major problem in India. In recent years, some part of the India is affected with the several floods, and other is flooded every year during the rainy season. This causes and severe damage to the peoples. And what are the causes and effects on the livelihoods of the people when the floods will come? Damage of the crops, damage of the properties and damage of the several things which can happen, and damage of the people's lives who can affect with the floods. The old age people will get and depleted and into the floods, they affect with and they lost their lives. And vegetation covers on the land, trees and plants, grass, and obstructs of the run of the river water and slow down of the speed of this water, and there are the several rain waters which comes and affects during the situation of the flood plains and floods. There are the chances to occur. You can see, you can notice the map, 2.4 flood plains and 2.5 floods. Water level during the floods, mainstream, river tank, and floodplains and pebbles and the sand deposition. So how can that happen? That the maps are given because the flow of the rainwater can occur. The map 2.4, the water level during the floods. When the water level increases completely during the constant rain falling, there is no chance to get the water percolation. The high amount of the water is deposited into the seas from the several streams, so that can cause here to affect to the coastal regions with the floods. That we can notice here. So next part, what is that? The beginning of that, the facing of the challenges during the cyclones and floods. So India has a larger coastal line and it is frequently faced with the destructive cyclones from the Bay of Bengal. When heavy winds blow from the sea, heavy rains last the lands and high waves makes the sea very unsafe. These are usually occurs between June and December. So majorly when we can find these are the situation can cause here to occurs here during the time of December, between the June to December. The worst cyclones hit the east coast in November 1977 when 6-meter high tides waves swept across the villages in the coastal areas, killing 9,941. When it was happened in November 1977, 9,941 people are lost their lives. At least 100 villages were washed away by the cyclonic storms and the ensuing floods seen and from air. It seemed like a sheet of the water and drawn over the affected areas, floating in the swirling waters, which means the formation of the cyclones may seen here the completely based on the situation which we can affected, which we can notice it here. The situation of the cyclonic conditions was an unexpected time that cannot be gathered and that cannot be expected during the time of the before it affected. Because here the situation comes to notice the points when it was happens, when it was occurs, the basic phenomena we can notice during the times of the effective regions that we can calculate of the expected areas which can frequently affect with the cyclones, that we can notice, and through the print media and also electronic media and meteorological departments will give us the information. How can the people prepare for disasters? What do you mean by disasters? What do you mean by disasters? Disasters means nothing but a unexpected and hazardous catastrophe which can cause on the effect of these villages or where the people will lose their lives. That is known as disaster. A catastrophe, unexpected situation which comes and causes to the several massive damages, several life damages, several things damages, like that is known as a disaster. Like the disasters can happen in the several times, like if the disaster can be categorized into the two types: human induced disaster, Human induced disaster, which means which can happen the bomb blasts or the train accidents, fire accidents can also calculated as the human induced disaster. Natural disasters, which means floods, cyclones, earthquakes, tsunamis, these are the natural disasters. Cyclones and floods are the seasonal phenomena during the cyclonic. Listen to the radio or TV or weather reports. In case of the cyclone, floods and warning, ensure the everyone is alert. This is usually done through the loudspeakers or by the going from the door to door, which means we have to alert the people when can be it happens. So if you hear the news, the area is going to happen, a tragic catastrophic situation is coming, which means in that area we have to alert through the mic, and this can happen by the Gram Panchayatis, and majorly if you know that you have to inform to the revenues and they will announce it. Keep an emergency kit ready at home. These kits should be contain important papers, some food, some money, and emergency telephone numbers that you have to keep with you. The nearest available place where refugee could be sought in the case of the cyclone should be identified in the advance. So these are the things like when the situation comes, when the what people should prepare nearby them, what people get the prevention, how the people get alert before the cyclones comes and before the cyclones affects. Close doors and windows and stay indoors only. Don't come outside. Move to a pakka buildings. If you feel your house is not strong enough, so you shift to a better place. You go and stay in that place where is the safety is available instead of your house. So these are the situations, these are the causes you have to take before coming the disasters. During the floods, what precautions we have to take? During the floods, during the floods, in the most probably not only in the floods, during the floods, but also in the rainy season, we have to drink boiled warm water. Drink boiled warm water. Keep your food covered and don't eat too much in the rainy season during the floods. Use raw tea, rice water, tender coconut water, etc. during the diarrhea. If suppose during the rainy season only cholera, diarrhea, diseases will come and the people will affect. So these are the prevention causes to do not appear. So we have to take the safety measures during the floods. So do not let children remain on the empty stomach. So do not allow the children outside with the empty stomach. Do not eat food that got wet in the flood water. If suppose the any food item was got wet with the flood water, which means such food items we do not have to eat. And boil tap water before you drink, and just eat during the flood or during the rainy season only, boiled water only. And be careful of the snakes. Snake bites are common during the floods because from the various areas the snake bites can occur here. The several types of the creatures which come in the floods, several types of the creatures which comes in the floods, and wherever they stay we cannot expect. So beware with such as the toxic animals also, wherever we have to be protected. Be careful of the snakes. Snake bites are common during the floods. So these are the precautions which are given in this chapter. Take the Telangana map, and in Telangana map you have to locate the picture which is given in the page number 15. Rivers of Telangana you have to locate in the Telangana, like Kadem river, Godavari river, Pranahita river, Manjira river, Musi river, Dindi river, Krishna river, Peddavagu. These are the rivers which are given that you have to locate in the map of our state. And write all the improve your learning questions. And in between of this chapter, if any questions are asked, that questions also you have to write by studying this chapter. Thank you.